Okey, baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang ke majlis Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi Politeknik Tun Said Nasir Said Ismail bagi tahun 2020. Baik, hadirin dan hadirat yang dirahmati Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala sekalian. Baiklah, marilah sama-sama kita mulakan dengan bacaan Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi samina alim minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahillazi bi ni'matihi tatimmus shalihat. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulinal amin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Asbahna ala fitratil Islam wa ala kalimatil ikhlas wa ala dini nabiyyina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa makana minal musyrikin. Ya Allah, Engkaulah penguasa langit dan bumi serta pemendaharaan antara kedua-duanya. Allahumma ya Rahman ya Rahim. Sesungguhnya kami menadah tangan pada pagi ini bersempena dengan majlis Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi Politeknik Tun Said Nasir Said Ismail bagi tahun 2020. Ingin merafakkan kesyukuran dan penghargaan terhadap-Mu di atas kurniaan-Mu yang tidak ternilai, dan dengan izin-Mu jua kami dapat melaksanakan tugas kami pada hari ini. Sesungguhnya adalah kuasa penilai segala amalan. Justru berkatilah majlis kami ini. Engkau jadikanlah apa kiranya segala kerja kami sepanjang hari ini dan hari-hari yang mendatang sebagai ibadah yang Engkau redai. Terimalah segala kerja dan usaha kami itu sebagai amal soleh yang Engkau berkati. Allahumma ya badi'us samawati wal ard. Kami sedar ya Allah bahawa bagi mencapai pendidikan yang berkualiti dan berinovasi bukanlah sesuatu yang mudah. Tanpa taufik dan hidayah-Mu dan tanpa redha dan restu-Mu jua, maka sukar bagi kami untuk mencapai hasil kerja yang bermutu dan berinovasi. Justru ilhamkanlah dalam fikiran kami ya Allah idea-idea yang kreatif, positif, proaktif dan inovatif. Semarakkanlah dalam jiwa dan minda kami keazaman dan komitmen yang tinggi. Kurniakanlah apa kiranya kepada kami kesihatan serta kekuatan fizikal dan minda, semangat dan daya juang. Padukanlah tenaga dan pemikiran kami, eratkanlah silaturahim di kalangan kami. Semoga dengannya kami dapat menyempurnakan tugas ini bagi menghasilkan pendidikan cemerlang memuncak kegemilangan. Allahumma ya zal jalali wal ikram. Berkatilah perhimpunan dan usaha kami pada hari ini dan hari-hari yang bakal kami lalui. Rahmatilah jua perpisahan dan dapatan kami selepas ini dan hari-hari yang bakal kami tempuhi. Kurniakanlah apa kiranya kepada kami ya Allah rezeki yang halal dan berpanjangan, zuriat dan generasi yang beriman serta segala kebaikan di dunia pun jua di akhirat. Allahumma zidna wa la tanqusna wa akrimna wa la tuhina wa a'tina wa la tahrimna wa athirna wa la tu'thir alaina wardina warda anna. Allahumma ja'alna jam'an hadza jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'alillahu fina wa la ma'ana wa la man yatba'una syaqiyan wa la matrudan wa la mahruma. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minna minkum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Terlebih dahulu saya merafakkan kesyukuran kehadirat Allah SWT kerana dengan izinnya dapat kita bersama-sama hadir dalam Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi yang berlangsung secara maya selama 2 hari bermula pada hari ini 11 Oktober sehingga 12 Oktober 2020 dengan tema Innovating Future and Improving Life with Green Technology in New Normal. Para hadirin yang dikasihi sekalian, Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi ini adalah merupakan acara tahunan bagi program-program di bawah kurikulum bidang teknologi pertanian. Platform festival ini diwujudkan agar dapat memberi ruang dan peluang kepada pensyarah dan pelajar untuk mengetengahkan produk atau projek inovasi serta penyelidikan yang telah dihasilkan. Produk dan projek yang dihasilkan pada peringkat institusi secara tidak langsung dapat dipamerkan dan dikomersialkan ke peringkat yang lebih tinggi, dan ini dapat menjadi satu galakan dan perangsang untuk pensyarah dan pelajar membangunkan inovasi yang lebih berkualiti. Melalui festival ini juga, produk inovasi dan penyelidikan yang terbaik dapat dihimpunkan dan dapat meningkatkan persaingan yang sehat antara peserta. Hadirin sekalian, pada tahun ini, Politeknik Tun Syed Nasir Syed Ismail diberi mandat dan kepercayaan untuk bekerja sama dengan Bahagian Kurikulum Bidang Teknologi Pertanian, Jabatan Pendidikan Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti sebagai penganjur. Seperti mana yang kita semua sedia maklum, negara kita sedang berusaha mengawal penularan serangan pandemik COVID-19. Politeknik Tun Syed Nasir Syed Ismail juga tidak terkecuali berusaha untuk bersama-sama menghadapi cabaran dan menyekat penularan dengan mengamalkan norma-norma baharu. Sebagai tuan rumah pada kali ini, perkara ini tidak mematahkan semangat kami sebagai penganjur. Bahkan pelaksanaan program secara atas talian ini dapat memberikan input dan pengalaman yang berguna dalam mengharungi arus pemodenan teknologi komunikasi dan perhubungan yang kian pesat berkembang. Walaupun tidak bersemuka, program yang dirancang perlu diteruskan walau sekadar di atas talian. Alhamdulillah, diharapkan semua aktiviti berjalan seperti yang dirancang dan menerima sambutan yang baik di kalangan warga Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti yang terlibat. Terima kasih dan tahniah saya ucapkan kepada semua peserta yang telah mengambil bahagian dalam program-program yang dianjurkan oleh Jawatan Kuasa EFAMB 2020 Anjuran Politeknik Tun Syed Nasir Syed Ismail ini. Meskipun negara kita berhadapan dengan situasi yang sukar, pensyarah-pensyarah dan pelajar-pelajar masih dapat membangunkan produk inovasi dan menghasilkan penyelidikan demi menyumbang kepada kemajuan pendidikan haruslah dipuji. Tahniah saya ucapkan atas semangat yang begitu tinggi. Para hadirin yang dikasihi sekalian, Politeknik Tun Syed Nasir sentiasa berusaha mendukung KPI Jabatan Pendidikan Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti dalam menganjurkan program berimpak tinggi yang menjadi platform kepada pensyarah dan pelajar untuk mempamerkan kemahiran kreativiti dalam penyelidikan dan inovasi. Kami juga sentiasa berusaha untuk mengetengahkan graduan TVET yang berdaya saing dan mampu memberi sumbangan kepada bidang TVET. Bagi makluman hadirin sekalian, antara objektif utama EFAMB 2020 ini diadakan adalah sebagai menyokong kepada usaha untuk mencapai KPI Jabatan Pendidikan Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti di bawah strategi peningkatan program TVET berimpak tinggi, di mana program ini menjadi platform pensyarah dan pelajar untuk mempamerkan kemahiran kreativiti dalam penyelidikan dan inovasi. Objektif lain adalah untuk menghasilkan graduan TVET yang berkualiti berdasarkan lonjakan 4 di bawah Plan Pembangunan Pendidikan Malaysia Pendidikan Tinggi 2015-2025. Di samping melaksanakan agenda matlamat pembangunan mampan, iaitu dengan mengetengahkan hasil inovasi pelajar dalam bidang pertanian dan teknologi mampan. Selain itu, EFAMB 2020 juga bermatlamat untuk meningkatkan kebolehpasaran graduan Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti khususnya di bawah bidang pertanian dan teknologi mampan dengan pendedahan kepada kemahiran insaniah dan keusahawanan. Secara tidak langsung, dengan adanya platform EFAMB 2020 ini, ianya dapat meningkatkan pengetahuan dan kemahiran teknologi terkini dengan menghasilkan e-proceeding bagi program Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi 2020. Seterusnya menyahut cabaran norma baru akibat penularan COVID-19 dengan menggantikan pelaksanaan program secara bersemuka kepada atas talian. Bagi makluman semua, terdapat 3 program utama yang berjalan dalam Festival Agro Makanan dan Bioteknologi ini yang bermula daripada 15 September 2020. Antara program tersebut adalah Pertandingan, produk ataupun projek inovasi dan juga seminar FMB 2020. Selaku tuan rumah FMB kali ke-6, pihak kami turut memperkenalkan Pertandingan 2 Minute Digital Marketing Challenge yang dikelolakan oleh unit keusahawanan PTSN yang dapat mengetengahkan idea-idea perniagaan dan strategi pemasaran untuk perniagaan alat baru dalam dunia digital. Berdasarkan daripada jumlah penyertaan, sangat memerangsangkan yang mana terdapat 91 kumpulan yang terdiri daripada 8 politeknik dan 11 kolej komuniti bertanding dalam usaha untuk merangkul kejuaraan bagi produk ataupun projek inovasi yang terbaik. Manakala terdapat lebih daripada 45 penyertaan bagi pembentangan seminar FMB 2020 dan 2 Minute Digital Marketing Challenge. Bagi memastikan penjurian dilaksanakan secara adil, seramai lebih 40 orang panel juri untuk keseluruhan program yang dipertandingkan telah dilantik. Panel juri adalah terdiri daripada pensyarah politeknik dan kolej komuniti serta universiti awam dan turut serta adalah panel daripada industri yang berkaitan. Terima kasih kepada semua panel juri yang sudi meluangkan masa dan bertungkus lumus untuk menjayakan proses penjurian bagi setiap program yang dipertandingkan. Tidak lupa juga kepada reviewer yang dilantik yang sudi memberikan komen terhadap kertas penyelidikan untuk program seminar. Selain itu, tidak dilupakan juga setinggi-tinggi penghargaan dan ucapan terima kasih kepada keynote speaker untuk hari pertama dan kedua seminar FMB 2020 yang dijemput khas daripada institusi pendidikan dalam dan luar negara, iaitu Dr. Nicole Leong Hong Yeng, pensyarah kanan dan ketua unit ladang pendidikan dan teknikal Innovation Center in Agri-Teknologi for Advanced Bioprocessing daripada Universiti Teknologi Malaysia, Hub Pendidikan Tinggi Paguh, dan Dr. Marta Aznuri, ketua kelompok bidang keahlian Rekayasa Produk Department Teknik Kimia daripada Politeknik Negeri Sriwijaya, Palembang, Indonesia. Para hadirin yang dikasihi sekalian, walaupun dengan waktu yang agak singkat, Jawatankuasa Pengelola bersama-sama dengan Penyelaras Politeknik dan Kolej Komuniti yang terlibat berjaya untuk memastikan penyertaan berjalan seperti biasa dengan pendekatan norma baru. Jika festival sebelum ini berlangsung secara bersemuka, kelainan yang ketara apabila pada tahun ini pelaksanaan festival ini adalah dalam ruang cyber sahaja dengan menggunakan medium perhubungan, Microsoft Teams, Facebook, YouTube dan sebagainya. Di kesempatan ini, saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih dan tahniah kepada semua jawatankuasa di bawah pimpinan Dr. Haji Muhammad Afandi bin Ali dan Dr. Haji Nur Hairul bin Palal yang bertungkus lumus merealisasikan program ini. Semangat seperti ini harus diteruskan pada masa hadapan untuk menjadi cerminan kepada pelajar. Saya selaku wakil penganjur memohon maaf sekiranya terdapat sebarang kekurangan daripada pihak kami dalam menganjurkan FMB pada kali ini. InsyaAllah bersua kembali kita pada majlis penutupan yang dirancang secara atas talian pada 15 Oktober 2020 nanti. Semoga semua usaha kita diberkati Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala dan mendapat kebaikan dan manfaat. Sekian, saya akhiri dengan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nicole Leong from Innovation Center in Agri-Technology for Advanced Bioprocessing, University Teknologi Malaysia, PAGO. And it is my honor to be invited as the keynote speakers for Festival Agro Makanan dan Biotechnology 2020, FAM. First, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee of EFAM for organizing this event. Congratulations, Tanya. And this year, EFAM's themes is innovating future in and improving lives with green technology in new normal. And I think this is a very relevant subject to be discussed right now, and with a challenging time right now. Today, I'm going to talk about the technology in sustainable agriculture. Before I begin, I will give an overview of Malaysia's agriculture, then followed by the definition of sustainable agriculture. Then last will be the agri-technology that in favor of sustainable agriculture. So the graph shows the world population world population. It estimates and projection of total world population. It is projected to reach 9.8 billion in 2050, the world population, and in 2100 we will be reaching 11 billion people. And in Malaysia, the Malaysian population is projected to increase from 28.6 million in 2010 to 41.5 million in 2040, with an annual growth of 0.8% and 2040, which is slightly lower than 2010. And the ever-increasing population is telling us that we need to produce more food, more intensive agricultural production to feed the ever-increasing population. So this is the age group of our population. So which means that the age group analysis actually suggested in we are actually dominating in 2040. We will be dominating by a age group of the 35 to 49. So which means most likely our future farmer is actually falls within this age group. So according to the market data in 2018, the average age for farmers is 60 years old, Malaysian farmer. The latest news article published by NST in 2020, the average age of a Malaysian farmer has reduced to 50 years. This means that our farmers are getting younger and younger. This data is telling us that our future farmer are most likely to be more tech savvy, has a higher education level. This also means that they have a better understanding of scientific knowledge. So our farming is more scientific based, and they are more acceptable with the new technology in farming, and also they have a better or higher environmental awareness due to their age and education level. So when we talk about intensive agriculture, so it is commonly practiced commercially, especially commercial farmer, large commercial farmer. So usually their objective is to produce more food with lower price and the number of workers. So usually they will adopt new technology, mechanization, and also a high use of a chemical to boost the yield and control pests and weeds. And also they usually specialize in a particular crop. So usually it's monoculture because they specialize in a single crop. And also usually intensive agriculture are often supported by government policy. Or a very good example is our oil palm. So usually intensive agriculture are often associated with some of the environmental impact, such as topsoil depletion, water contamination, air pollution, greenhouse gas emission, and sometimes spreads of new pathogen. And in terms of social impact, it often leads to decline in family farm. So the farm are consolidating, and we have a huge and big farm. And also, sometimes in the news, you will see the neglects of the living and working condition of the workers. And sometimes there are reports, the news report on they are using underage workers or child labor. And also, usually intensive agriculture are very economic concentrated, so they're focusing on profit. So according to FAO, intensive agriculture causes 1/3 of the farmland in the world degraded, and up to 75% of the crop genetic diversity is lost, and 22% of the animal breed are at risk of extinction, and more than half of the fish stock in the sea is fully used. So each year, about 30 million hectares of forest are converted to agriculture use or other land use. So these are some of the environmental impact happen around the world. So due to the impact of intensive agriculture, people start to look for alternative agriculture practices that is more environmental friendly. So sustainable agriculture is it's not a new concept. It has been here for quite some time, and sustainable every time people talk about sustainable agriculture, people think about is on the environmental impact, and actually sustainable agriculture is more than just environment. It is an agriculture concept that integrates three main goals, which is the environmental health, economic profitability, and social equity. So they are looking at the society, the economic, and also the environment. So the principle of sustainable agriculture is we must meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So basically, there is a 5 principle in sustainable agriculture. So the principle 1 is improving the efficiency in the use of resources is crucial to sustainable agriculture. And principle 2 is the sustainability requires direct action, conserve, protect, and enhance natural resources. And the principle number 3 is agriculture that fails to protect and improve rural livelihood and social well-being is unsustainable. And the principle 4 is sustainable agriculture must enhance the resilience of people, communities, and ecosystem, especially to climate change and market vitality. And the last principle is good governance is essential for the sustainability of both nature and human system. So when we talk about technology in sustainable agriculture, so the technology should support any of these principles. In order, we can say that it is in favor to agriculture, sustainable agriculture development for technology. So sustainable farming is one of the trending concept right now. So under sustainable farming, we have other terms such as regenerative farming, which focusing on improving the soil, because soil depletion is the major concern. So regenerative farming is focusing on improving the soil, while in the same time produce food, vegetable, and also carbon farming is focusing on climate change mitigation. So carbon farming often focus on increasing the soil carbon sequestration using farming. So there are few other trending agriculture concept such as precision farming, often linked with smart farming or high-tech farming. They are usually focusing on optimum utilization of resources, the water, the nutrient. And another concept pretty popular right now is urban farming. So there are other names for it like indoor farming, vertical farming, rooftop farming. So it's actually all falls under urban farming. And another one is the organic farming, which often the definition is the chemical-free farming method. So when we look at the agri-technology available, there are some that are able to support the development in sustainable agriculture. Basically, there are three types of technology. So biological, chemical, and mechanical. So for mechanical, usually is the mechanization, robotic in farming. So for chemical is the use of more safe chemical in pest, disease control, weed control, green chemical, and also biological control in production. So usually for a farmer, they usually decide whether to adopt a technology in their farm. Depends on the need to increase production, profit, and productivity. And usually there are a few main constraints for a farmer to adopt technology in their farm. So usually is the availability of the capital, the knowledge of how to use the technology, and the market risk. So here are some of the emerging agri-technology that able to support the development in sustainable agriculture. So I'll split into few categories. So the first category will be the data analytics, which uses the existing data, usually IoT, to forecast extreme weather, pest forecast, yield and loss forecast, and this helps to increase the yield and also reduce the risk of farmer facing losses, profit loss due to natural disaster or pest and disease. And another one is automation. So usually automation, we are hoping by using automation, it will improve the working condition of the worker, so they're able to work in a safer environment or more efficient environment, more efficient in working. So drones are some of the suggested, using drone to spray pesticide or herbicide, or using drone to spray foliar fertilizer, using drone to actually monitor the crop, and also robotics in agriculture for harvesting, for planting. And there are some challenges in all this technology. So for example, like drones, they are facing the wind drift, so the spray might not be very even during strong wind condition. And for robotics, usually is more workable in flat land with a uniform crop, monocrop. So if your land is planting multiple crop, so it's much more difficult to practice to use robotic in a multi-polyculture system. So another one is GPS satellite equipped self-driving tractor. So which means without the farmer can sit at home and control the tractor to plow the soil, and to enter a more area that is more difficult to enter. using a self-driving tractor. So another emerging technology that is light, water, and nutrient on demand. So when we say light, water, and nutrient on demand, so we supply lighting and water and nutrient according to crop needs. So which means that we were able to reduce nutrient use, water use, and more efficient use in lighting energy for indoor farming. So there are some development in leaf sensor using sensing the electrical pulse. Based on the plant leaf respiration, and then it will adjust the water supply to the plant. And sometimes they use infrared sensing to monitor the crop color changes, the chlorophyll level, to determine the nutrient to supply. And also another one is the stage nutrient release fertilizer, which the fertilizer is able to release the nutrient according to plant growth stage. So usually for younger plants, the nutrient requirement is lower compared to older plants. So this kind of fertilizer able to release the nutrient according to plant growth. So which means we were able to achieve a more nutrient efficiency use. So improving the resources management. And also the adjustable LED system. So this is more for indoor farming. So current indoor farming, the lighting is not it's more manually. It's not automation in adjusting the LED system. So when you were able to adjust your LED lighting intensity according to plant growth, which means your energy usage is more efficient, which much more environmental friendly. Also able to cut costs in terms of the electricity. Another technology that emerging one is the nanotech. So nano sensor is complement to the precision farming. So sensor is a key in a lot of precision farming. So a more accurate sensor, a more sensitive sensor, able to control the nutrient and the water in a more precise way. So nanotech able to improve the sensor sensitivity, and also nano material based fertilizer, pesticide, and insecticide claim to be more efficient and also less environmental impact. And another one is the monitoring of animal health in animal husbandry. So we are able to track Fitbits for animal. So we were able to track the fitness of the animal, monitoring the temperature, activity, and behavior of the animal husbandry so we were able to actually improve the animal health and reduce the risk of animal falling sick. This is some of the suggested emerging technology. Another one is GM crop, which is always face a lot of debate on whether the GM crop is suitable human consumption. But GM crop often able to resist drought or extreme weather, or sometimes it's pest and disease resistant. So usually GM crop helps farmer to achieve higher yield. So when we talking about feeding ever increasing human population, so GM crops may play a big role in this, but still is a debating issue on the suitability of releasing EM crop in the environment. So lastly will be this is my last slide. So we would be what are the roles in technology in sustainable agriculture? So a technology that develop should enhance the sustainability of performance of a farm by in terms of production or the product quality, crop yield, resource use efficiency. Resource, when we talk about resource, usually is energy, workers, water use, nutrient use. So we need to use less resources, but at the same time produce more. So also a technology that support improve the food safety and also the employees' quality of life. So to me, I think when in regards to what kind of technology, as long as it able to support performance of all these 6 factors, it will directly contribute to the development of sustainable agriculture. So what we want to achieve is more profitable, efficient, safe, and environmental friendly agriculture. So I think that's all for my today my talk. So if you have any question, you can uh, put it in your chat box or email to the organizing committee, and I think and I believe the organizing committee will compile all the questions and email to me, and I will reply directly to all the questions asked during this. And again, thank you so much for inviting me as a keynote, and congratulations. I hope everyone will enjoy the later session, and good luck, all the best. Hope you learn something. Thank you.